Hey pilots, this is Victor RC Jets. We got the B1-B today because, you know, we went to go pick it up from Banana Hobbies. Thank you, Carrie, for letting us come and pick it up. We're going to go ahead and do an unboxing here. I wanted to show a couple of things first. When to go with the setup that Jeremy also recommended, it was already what I had in mind. Also, I went ahead and had gotten a 10-channel receiver for it, and I also purchased the RC Geek Afterburner set for it as well. So that's been the plan for the whole time, is just go ahead and do what Jeremy calls an advanced setup. So because I like, for example, like on my J65, I never used the provided gyro. It was in the box and I just put it on my desk. So let's get to it. Go ahead and pop this thing open and see what we got. I had took it out of the outer box here because it's save a little bit of time. Go ahead and get it open. Of course, big box, so much fun, but nice big huge box. So let's get this out of the way. Got some more upper box here to take care of. Hopefully you can see a little bit of it. It's kind of hard to get the proper angle, but it's got a box on top of a box so that you can protect it, protect what's underneath. It's got a really rigid box cover too here. It's like some kind of a hard stiff plywood here. Wow, this is really nice. That's something worth keeping and using for your hobby area. Wow, that's amazing in itself. This box is very rigid. This piece, it's like a piece of ply core. It's a corrugated ply, but it's very stiff, very strong, so we'll save that for like other things. Let's see, we got here, start with the, looks like the decal set and the manual. So, always curious to see everything here. I wasn't really planning on doing any customization yet. Maybe just enjoy it, fly it. We'll see how it goes. But you never know. I might go crazy later on it. Just try to check the manual, especially for the little things, like especially the center of gravity here. What's my X-Acto knife here? X-Acto knife. The center of gravity, of course, is probably the more important things, but you know, they got a pretty detailed book in English, all in English. The rates are here, so that's always probably the first thing I was going to do before starting into it, is making sure that I got that basic information. A little bit more on the setup. I was going to go, obviously, like I said, with a flight mix for my rudder. So it's going to be on a mode so you can trim it in the air like we do with our turbine jets. And then as far as the wing sweep in and out is going to be also a mode where you can also trim that in the air too. Okay, sorry, more cutting than talking. But, so we got the foam out here for the wings. We're gonna pop a wing here. The of course it has the lights, navigation lights on the quarter tips here. It does have the paddle lines with the walkway and decals on them already. Obviously the ailerons already have the linkages installed and ready to go. On the flaps, they suggest that you always set up your flaps first and then put your horn on before you proceed anymore. Get this other wing out of the way here. There's nothing really to see except the same thing, but I don't want to damage it. So that's it for this portion, top portion. Got a big foam here over there. Let's see. I got a little bit more tape over here to cut. I like how they packaged it, very secure. I like the scale detailing of the nose cone. It already has the peripherals added to it already. They're permanently glued in, so you don't have to go worry about losing them or knocking them off. It's always a plus, right? Looks like we're, let's see. No, which is, see if I can do some of the smaller stuff first here. Looks like the tail section here. Looks like it obviously requires some assembly. The tail section here for the rudder is pretty nice. We got, you know, it's already got it on. The elevator halves are not, of course, installed, but they're the elevator servo is here. It's already installed, and it's waiting for the to accept the horn for it. Looks like it's supposed to be a screw there. I gotta see if there. I'm assuming there's a parts bag somewhere with that screw to hold in the elevator halves. Of course, the elevator halves are full flying stab. So, and they've already got some nice decals on them already. Excuse me. God. Oh, bust me again. But here's the horn that we're talking about. And obviously there's a centerpiece for it to hook up. There's screw holes to affix that centerpiece in for the two elevator stabs. Like looking for that. I'm assuming there's a parts bag somewhere. Yeah, I see it. A little parts bag here, I'm assuming, for something here. Okay, this is this is the little tank, whatever they call that, I forgot. There's the parts bag, sorry. Okay, here's the parts bag. So you've got obviously the elevator horn piece, very solid piece, looks like it's hardened stainless steel. Elevator, I'm sorry, the flap control linkages and some other, like I said, other hardware. So those are all ready to go, ready to install. And of course we got the big enchilada here. This thing is got some weight to it though. Wow, it is heavy, heavier than I thought. Obviously very quick to go together. The nose cone just slides right in. Of course, let's do the access for the battery area. I like the scale details on here. All this stuff is really done and ready to go. Everything is waiting for your delivery that you choose. There is supposedly an optional livery on the Banana Hobbies website. I choose to not go with that for now because, you know, I might even go and see if I can find a one-off. Obviously, this is a big plus for me. I am an XT90 user, so, you know, I always enjoy that. And then The battery bay is pretty nice size. Obviously, I've got, you know, I use my roaring tops, so the rear section looks good. The obviously, where Jeremy discussed already, the access to the this what do you call that, the control panel gyro installation is all right here, and it's ready. You know, gonna obviously be having to tinker with that, of course, and I was not gonna probably be able to get the things open here without doing any something, but there's obviously some access to the gear. Looks very beautiful in there, very nicely done. CNC machined aluminum scale landing gear. The that's all nice. The cheater holes here for the two the speed controllers. The access port here is where I'm going to have to dig into to install the thing, and of course the business end here. It might be kind of hard to see in there, but there is some fan in there, and of course there's one on each side, multi-blade fan. So, and of course this is gonna obviously, this is just here to not bump that assembly, and then because you got your wires for your rudder and your elevator here. So we got rudder, elevator, and a navigation light on there. So that's going to be ready to go soon. As soon as we get back into business here. What else? That was it. I mean, other than, you know, the everything else, right? So I forgot about the I like how they did the peripherals on here too. They permanently affixed them. Everything here. The cockpit looks beautifully done too. Nice detail on it. So we got a lot of detail already out of the box. This thing is ready to rock and roll. All the peripherals are already installed. The places where you're going to be mounting the wing obviously is very important. So these is the piece that comes off to mount your wing here. So, and we're going to give you a closer look at the steering mechanism system here for your slide wing. Obviously very heavy duty, well put together. Looks like balsa sandwiched in here to make it more stiff. Very stiff assembly. This has got a very strong control rod. Looks like hardened steel with two horns here for the, I'm assuming for the rudder and elevator. And of course the it's hard to see in here, but this is your linear servo for your swing wing. So it's all looking very good. It's time to really get busy and get into building this thing before the weekend here. Hopefully she'll be ready to go, ready to rock. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we're gonna try to get rid of all this mess and start to assemble it. So wish me luck. Hopefully going to be ready to go, I think, on this coming Sunday, because today's Thursday, the 15th, June 15th. So hopefully she'll be ready on Sunday. I don't know if